Hello, Geminis, let's get right into it. We're closing out a cycle, Geminis. Closing out a cycle. The cycle ends on the 27th of February. So you are tapped in. Tapped in. Let's get into your reading. Oh, the energy I'm getting from here is about a karmic relationship that you need to move on from. You need to really move on from. I am prosperous and abundant in everything I do. Yeah, I'm prosperous. This is the tone that you're setting for your reading, okay? For your life, just in general. I'm prosperous and I'm abundant in everything I do. When you hear people talk about moving on from karmics, it really is like a lot of people want to know certain, like you heard the term curiosity kills the cat. Like sometimes people just I want to just physically know something. I want to physically see something. Source is saying that right there, that curiosity of throwing yourself into an auric layer with a karmic and being around them and karmic, because you're operating from this heart space, Gemini, can really, really hurt you. Find out what you have in common. We have kids in common. We had a business in common. We have friends in common. I want to hear what they had to say about me. They're trying to assassinate my character. Sources say, if source is telling you to stay physically away from these karmics, then you need to pay attention. You really need to pay attention. So let me see what we have in the cards here. Let's see what we have in the cards here. The source is saying, stay away from these karmics. Stay away from them. I'm telling y'all, 8 connects. Scorpio rules the 8th house. Scorpio is the death rebirth. Some of these karmics are not operating in a healthy mental space, and you trying to just go along with the flow, and you just trying to just casually move on with your life. For them, they're like literally to death do us part, right? So, and people are finding very creative ways to keep people tied to them. So y'all better pay attention, and that's not for somebody to be scared or paranoid. Pay attention to source through prayer and meditation. If source is telling you, somebody stood you up, they're not coming around you, you don't know who they're around, who they're connecting with. Yeah, so 800, there we go. Spiritual downloads. Prepare for new knowledge. This is an alert from your guide. Your angels are indicating that you will be receiving new information in the form of realizations, wisdom, and emotions. Sit in meditation and focus your energy on opening your crown chakra, that's the top of your head, in preparation for this divine light. Picture loving light flowing into you with ease through the top of your head and into your entire being. You are receiving information about 2 karmics, about someone who's in a karmic tie with 2 energies that they feel like they took a bad risk with. Right? Took a bad risk. I'm telling y'all see me shuffling the cards. The information is coming through so strong. That's why you're being prosperous and abundant in everything that you do. Let's get into your reading. Yeah. We're in the year of 9. A lot of people are getting ready to celebrate the new year, right? The official new year. Some people celebrate first day of spring as the official new year. The first full moon we had was a wolf moon, right? It was in Cancer. Cancer is the money sign, and the mother sign of the zodiac. Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? So you going into hermit mode to create. A lot of people realize, wow, they had all of this creative energy. Oh my God, people writing books, they're doing this, they're creating businesses. I mean, hermit mode for a lot of people was amazing because they realized unapologetically they went into their, into hermit mode. They went into their home. They decided, hey, you know what? I got everything I need here and to start writing a book or start, creating a business or start doing this or start doing that, right? But when you came out, you realize, wow, how refreshing it was just for some peace and quiet in hermit mode to just create. But you also realize there were people who used their time to create some toxicity, right? So there is a person who is in a karmic relationship with 2 energies. Possibly 2 fire signs, because we're talking about this, or they may have fire somewhere in their birth chart. So one person has succumbed to passive and powerless behavior. The other one is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. This yellow right here connects us with the solar plexus chakra. Right. The solar plexus chakra. So the solar plexus chakra, we're talking about the mental body that resides 3 to 8 inches off of the body. It's related to your solar plexus and all your mental processes, your ideas and judgments. It's connected to your subconscious and conscious mind. It reveals any self-doubts and limiting beliefs. So somebody has some limiting beliefs about prosperity and abundance already as it is, right? Connected with 2 energies, and now they're feeling like, man, why couldn't I just stay focused? Now I'm caught in a karmic cycle. And source is saying to you, you need to stay away from energies, because when people feel like this is money involved in something, and you being prosperous, this is a great I am, right? At the root. Source is saying, because I am is the root chakra. Source is saying at the root, something about you knowing your worth and you knowing your value, the energy of money is very attracted to you. But when you mix karmics and you getting all these spiritual downloads to your daydreams, night dreams, plus everybody's psychic abilities are really coming to the forefront and surface, because we're starting a new moon in Pisces. Pisces rules the 12th house. And so you made a lot of sacrifices to now get a lot of downloads and go, gosh, wow, okay, I didn't know that had a name. All these clairs. Everybody's heard of deja vu, precognition, premonition, telepathy, telekinesis, sixth sense. You're hearing ESP, extrasensory perception. A lot of people are getting into, because this is year 9. Sagittarius rules the 9th house, and they're I philosophize signs. A lot of people are broadening their spiritual knowledge. A lot of things are happening, a lot of downloads, and people are waking up to like, oh my gosh, they can't live in secret anymore. And some people's secrets are that they're just learning that, wow, they've been speaking death over their own abundance and prosperity by saying things like, every time I get some money, it always just slips through my fingers, or here comes a bill in the mail. And people they're just starting to wake up to, okay, they are money. Relationships are important, but being connected to karmics who have this they're basically saying, like you are saying, I am prosperous and abundant in everything I do. This is what you're speaking out into the universe, right? And the energy of money loves you, right? And the prosperous and abundant relationships, healthy relationships love you. These energies are saying things like, I am not prosperous and I'm not abundant in anything that I do. So they're literally sending that energy out into the universe, and that's exactly what they're getting back. But somebody's in it. Like I said, you're getting all these spiritual downloads from these karmics. So let's see what's in the cards, because I'm getting a lot of information already of some stuff that was done. Yeah, you moved on. You moved on from, there's a Taurus involved in something, from some bullying energies. You moved on from some energies, but somebody feels like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders with 2 energies. There's 2 fire energies, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that is basically causing them to carry some kind of weight on their shoulders, like they're not moving fast enough or something. It's actually 4 energies that's basically forcing somebody to do something. This is the card that was coming out right here. This card is 4 energies that's causing somebody to do something, making them feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulder. It's an earth sign that makes sure they feel like they got the weight of the world on their shoulder. Now, with earth energies, they deal with the physical existence of things at the root chakra, right? And the root chakra connects us with the sense of smell, right? So they have these energies working. They don't even have a chance to even process, and they're drained. So something about their smell, like their sense of smell, like there's when you think about ear, nose, and throat, something about they're spiritually dehydrated. In other words, somebody is almost walking around like a zombie. They're so spiritually dehydrated, right? This right here, this is the Ace of Swords. This is about motive. When you go back through your mind and you're asking yourself, what's the motive? Like, what Why? Something about somebody's energy, they have such low self-esteem. This is the improper use of fire. They hang out with other people who have low self-esteem. In other words, misery loves company, Gemini. They hang out with other people who feel like, okay, these four energies right here get a big kick out of making people feel like they're just completely weighed down. Like, okay, who would be the hardest working person in the group? And they're not tapped into their intuition. And how do we keep them? This is a form of dark magic. How do we keep these energies like keep working like a work like you know, making them feel like they respond like it's their responsibility for stuff, while they sit here and just happily should sit back and have a good time. And this energy right here is at a point of having a complete nervous breakdown. I don't know who this is, but this is the Ace of Swords here. And you are on the outside and it's coming through the air. You're picking up on their energy, asking why. Why can't they see this from a higher frequency? Why? Why can't they see it from a higher frequency? Something that they did to you is why they're in a karmic cycle. Something that they did to you. This could be a Taurus. Something that they did, or they may have Taurus as their sun or moon sign. Something they did to you that they're in a karmic cycle with these energies now. And you've already moved on. Right? You've already moved on. You tossed some things into a burning bowl. This number 8 right here, karmic number, just like this, there 8 right here. You already tossed something into a burning bowl. Your head and heart are no longer at war with each other. You know how to use your fire responsibly. You toss something into a burning bowl, and this is fire to the sun. This is a big medicine ball. You moved on. So you got 4 energies. You only see 2 on the cards, but this energy wants to move so bad. They want to move into their own space so bad because they're tired of being bullied. Like it's going to literally take almost a nervous breakdown for them to just move. And that's what's headed. That's what's going on here. And you're asking, why can't they see what's going on? Because they want the big money. Somebody wants the big money. They want to be included in something so bad. So these miserable energies here had to choose some energies who didn't know their worth and their value and make them feel like they can belong or be a part of something. Yeah, as sad as something is, because this is what saved you, because you know your worth and you know your value. Your energy, it's like somebody learned at a very early age that human's rejection is God's protection from something, and that is what saved you. Really, it's like, oh, you have an energy that's like, you know your worth and value. You don't care whether you're invited to something or not, right? From dark magician energies, this karmic number, this right here, this infinity symbol right here. So somebody is going through karma right now because they chose to sacrifice you because they want to be a part of something, some fast money. That's what this is. There it is. Y'all see me shuffling the cards. I said sacrifice before I even pulled out this card. This right here, they chose to sacrifice you for they chose fast money. So who was the sacrifice? You, after all the sacrifices that you had made, right? So you're going to have to put a manhole cover over the past. Because these energies told them to do something to you, in order to be a part of something. That was the sacrifice, you. So, yeah. But they didn't get away with anything. They're actually in a karmic cycle right now. That's why Source is saying, keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high, because something having to do with a needle or a something, ace, somebody gave them some very clear instructions. There's a lot of energies involved in this. There's a lot of energies involved in something to get prosperous and abundant quickly. And somebody was bullied to do something to make some money, but none of them got away with anything because the scales from your eyes have been removed. But it's not just your eyes. This is in a poisonous environment where a bunch of snakes, somebody was around some snakes who had some bright ideas of what they should do to get a quick rich scheme. But guess what? Even if they did something to you, it didn't work. That's the good news. Y'all see me shuffling the cards. You got some good news coming across your path. Right? But they still have to go through a karmic cycle. They still have to go through a karmic cycle. You're on the top of the wheel. That's what I'm saying. Whatever they try to do to hurt you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, it didn't work. It's like your body, whatever it is. Anytime you think about a sword, something has to break your skin. The plan was to do something to get rich. Y'all can fill out in the blanks whatever y'all want to. But the energy, you got to see it from a higher frequency. And that's what I'm talking about. Do not go back to karmics, because they are still tied in with other energies. It's basically like, oh, we talking about fire. Something took off real fast and people bullied them, made them do something. They clapping and cheering and excited. This energy right here feels really bullied because of this right here. So you're going back through your mind like, when I was around this energy, they did something. I don't know what they did, but something that they did. But they're tied in with karmics. So you got some good news that's coming across your path. The good news is that whatever they did to you, you're safe. I mean, your body is safe. But it's not a good idea to be around them, because this energy right here, they want so bad to be a part of something. Something having to do with someone's dog. You know, something... Somebody is way in over their head. Like, that's why you see so much water here, because they were around a bunch of just toxic snakes. Yeah. There's a Capricorn involved in something. So it's just trying to teach you how to be a lot more. So Capricorn rules the 10th house, and this is the North Node. So it's just saying to you, you being in your North Node and knowing your worth and your value is what saved your life. Somebody is moving into a house. You have a new and exuberant love coming across your path, but something happened with them having to do with their emotions or creativity or sex or something like that. And somebody, like I said, wanted to sacrifice you for money. Yeah, but it didn't work. Here's the 3 of Wands here. Yeah. So you're closing out a cycle. Something about the energy. They are in trouble. They're in trouble. Yeah. You have a partnership in business or partnership in love coming through. And so the decision has been made by source to keep you safe, period. Just to keep you safe. So you don't have to worry about any whatever they were trying to do to you. But they are in big trouble, whoever this energy is, because they could have said something to you. They could have given you some clarity, told you what was going on. That's not what they did. Somebody caught something on film or some kind of this right here, as far as they're concerned. And they walk around feeling like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. So the decision has been made by source. And source is trying to help you to see something from a higher frequency. But this person was bullied to do something. They was bullied into something. That's the main thing that somebody needs to understand, because when you look at things, it's like, oh, this person did this to me, they did that to me, they did this, that, and the other. Maybe that'll help somebody to understand what's happening. Somebody was bullied into something, and doesn't excuse what they did, but nevertheless they were bullied into something. And there's some people who got like great joy out of bullying somebody, making them feel like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders. And so source is saying the one that bullied them, because somebody is very remorseful at this point. They now realize that they were sacrificed, and then they had to sacrifice you in some way after all the sacrifices you made. But you're moving on. You're moving on. The reason why you're moving on is because of their It's a couple of reasons why you're moving on, but the main thing is because they don't know their self-worth, and they were willing to drag you down to feel lower than them, to do something to make you feel lower than them, lower than they felt. Like I said, misery loves company. It's just a whole team of energies around. They're miserable and they love company. So, but I do see you. Somebody could be relocating. Somebody could be buying a house and relocating. Away from familiar spirits. Yeah. So somebody has love coming across their path, while somebody else is looking for you to save them. And there's nothing you can do to save the energy, because they should have spoken up and said something to you like, listen, I feel overwhelmed. I'm around these energies. But somebody, I don't even know how to explain it. Anyway, here we have. So you and a new love interest are creating something together, even though this energy is a part of your soul tribe. But again, your twin flame, something about their energy, like I said before, they're in a lot of trouble. They're in a lot of trouble for what they did to you and to other people. These energies right here have been lying on other people, saying that somebody else was responsible for something else. They're saying you or somebody else was responsible for something else. Everybody know that's a lie. They're literally sticking people with needles. Literally sticking people with needles. I mean, this is what I always tell people. Like, look, that's why I teach the way I teach on my channel about auric layers and stuff like that, because this energy, something about your energy, like I said, is very you're very creative. Looking at your cards here, lots of creativity. Your psychic gifts are heightened, but somebody was hanging around some real miserable energies who misery loves company. So you have to feel like you have a message, or feeling like you have a whole new lease on life. Like I said, you're planting some seeds, but I feel like somebody is dealing with an energy who is just around energy vampires, and they are literally in a zombified state. Literally in a zombified state. Depressed. Feeling like their back is against the wall. Whoever this is, they feel like their back is against the wall. Because again, here we have 4, 5, 6, 5. Crying. They're sad. Looking for you to save them. Adding these cards over here, we have 4, 2 is 6, -1 is 5. This is lamenting. Somebody is lamenting. They really want you to save them. And there's nothing you can do to save the energy. You've already tried to lead people to water. That you told, I feel like, I'm telling y'all, Gemini, you told somebody, don't trust these two energies. But when you're dealing with energies who have to physically see something to believe it, you told them. Your intuition was spot on. You said, do not trust them. But I feel like by that time, they were already in something. They were already caught up into something. If they had just, when I say you led somebody straight, if they were thirsty, you led them right to some clear water. Do not trust these energies. I feel like you told them they may be in different physical bodies, but it's the same spirit. But that's how you know somebody was in a zombified state, because I'm sure the look that they gave you on, just like this card right here, the person's eyes are up in the air. I'm sure they kind of gave you this kind of look like they were just confused, because again, what was involved? Money. They didn't realize that they are money. But that's the very thing that saves you. You knowing your worth and you know your value. So Source is actually essentially giving you a whole new lease on life. And them too. So, and them too, because somebody knows that they were bullied. They know that they were in a poisonous environment. It's like the energy had gone through so much stuff. Yeah. Being sacrificed. So you're getting a lot of spiritual downloads, and so you could be getting downloads through the day and through the night. But I see somebody also getting married. You took the high road. You took the high road. Yeah. So, but you're getting it through feelings, because emotionally somebody is really just crying out, please, like it's their spirit is crying out, like, please help me, save me from this. I want to move. I can't afford to move. I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that. You know, they're trying so hard to be conservative with their time, but it's nothing that you can do to save them. The only best you can do is pray, you know, for them. But they'll move on because they're getting tired of being bullied. Yeah. So I do feel like looking at your cards here, because let me see. Yeah. Roots for them as far as money is concerned and not feeling worthy, it runs real deep for them. And so while you may be like, why don't they see it from a higher frequency? You try to warn somebody, like you could get flaming Cheetos hot and mad. But for them, it runs real deep because people have been trying to make them feel like they weren't worthy from the very beginning. So that's where for you, it's like, it's almost like it's so deeply embedded in them that they have to make people feel less than them, Gemini, in order for them to have any feelings of self-worth. That's the reason why you're saying, they're around people who do very low vibrational stuff. But again, you're safe. You are safe. Yeah. You are safe. So that's not something you want to go back to. If somebody got to do all of that because you're high vibrational, that's why that's another reason why nothing is touching you. Yeah. Including people lying about you behind your back. Matter of fact, you have a loved one on the other side that, like I said, ancestors are coming through. They're not playing games. So yeah, but this energy, they're around people that do all kinds of very low vibrational stuff in order to get money, just to be a part of something. That's not something you want to even, You're safe. See, you would think, oh, they may be sleeping around with people. They could be, but they into other stuff. Like just, Every time I see this sword card come out here, this Ace of Wands here, because there's many different ways to cut a person, you know, like do stuff yeah, companionship. Yeah, so Source is definitely sending a different kind of energy across your path. Someone who is a partner in business, a partner in love. But these energies, like I said, karmics, no. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. Yeah, so somebody feels very low about themselves, and they feel bad because, you know, like I said, they just feel worthless. Somebody feels really worthless, but like I said before, you're moving on. Yeah, it's a time to give rather than a time to take. So Moon in Virgo lets me know that you're looking at something from an objective lens as you close out a cycle and move on. So somebody definitely is feeling like they have a whole new lease on life. But somebody will eventually move on from these bullying spirits. I don't know what kind of lies they told them about you that makes them feel like it's their responsibility to protect you in some way. That's another thing too. That's their way of feeling like they have to protect you. Like if you want to protect Gemini, then, you know, if Gemini comes back around, I mean, just lies. To a point where they won't even tell you what's going on. That's how a person walking around. So if you know they've been walking around like that, as far as you're concerned, they've been walking around carrying something their whole lives. It's like they just, like, eventually it's just gonna, somebody's in a zombified state. Somebody lied about you, and I'm telling you, they lied about you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. The person won't even tell you. So wellness, yeah. So live a healthier lifestyle. That's what Source is trying to tell you, is like stress can kill you too. So, yeah, like I said before, some kind of a partnership in business or love, but you're out here winning. You're winning in life, and so you're a perfect fit, you know, for somebody, and that's why source is gifting you with something. And so invest wisely. Some money is coming across your path, and so savings. So new money is coming with many choices. Look at all your options, and then moving up. So yeah, so this really needs you to keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. Your psychic gifts, you feel things very deeply. But I do see somebody marrying their person, and just getting away from all of the confusion. But you're initiating the change though, because you're getting spiritual downloads from source, and you're learning how to just move on. You're learning how to move on. There's some energies you don't even want to be a part, you don't even be connected to at all. Bare minimum, somebody could have initiated a conversation with you and say, hey, look, sidebar, this is what's going on. They said this, that, and the other. I don't believe them, you know, whatever. But yeah, so source is saying make room for spiritual downloads to come through. So you're preparing for new knowledge. That's what you're making room for in your mind. You all are cerebral signs, and so you don't want your mind clouded with, well, what is it? Why don't they just tell me? Source is telling you, like clear source is telling you, like what is going on. And so it can come through anything. It can come through this reading. It can come through, it can come in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but somebody just does not want to tell you what them and their love interest did, or some kind of partner in business or partner in love. They don't want you. They could have been partners in business. This could be two men, two women, one a man, woman, whatever. So they could have been partners in business. They did not tell you what kind of lie they believed about you. And now one of them is carried, feel like they got the weight of the world on their shoulders. So source is saying, yeah, anyway, remember who you are. Remember who you are exactly as you are. So a deeper world, fulfillment, something has been fulfilled. The door is open. You have a lot of opportunities coming across your path. Excuse me, you have a lot of opportunities coming across your path. But remember, like I said, this right here, you have the memory of an elephant. Memory of an elephant of these two energies here. So you remember more. That's why your psychic gifts are coming in. Somebody's spirit animal may be element. Element. Lord have mercy, child. Elephant. Not element. Well, it could be element, you know, in your element. But yeah, so somebody's spirit animal could be an elephant. So but you have a memory of an elephant. So yeah. So that spirit animal of an elephant symbolizes strength, wisdom, loyalty, and protection. And you are protected. You definitely are protected. You could have two energies in the spirit realm that's protecting you. That's what I said. And this right here lets me know you got some energies that have your back in the spirit realm. And so it's coming out two here too. They're just protecting your peace. In other words, somebody is basically saying you deserve to be in the right relationship, somebody to be married to somebody who sees you as a partner in business and partner in love. Like you deserve this. You inspire, you motivate people, you're highly creative, you're willing to invest the time and money into other people's dreams. Like you help so many people. And so it's just saying you definitely have protection all around you. And and people remember that. Like people remember, like they have the memory of of an elephant. I'm going to say element. The memory of an elephant, of just like how you are a giver, how you inspire and motivate so many people. And so that's what source is trying to tell you, is like as you're getting spiritual downloads, there are energies that they have been looked down on. I mean, somebody is really in a zombified state, you know, but they're going to eventually move on from being bullied. That's what I have for you. I do see you closing out the cycle in love and moving on. And I do see somebody in a you're choosing love again over saving someone else again, if that makes sense. That's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next video.